Hi there, happy Friday. Today I'm kind of gonna wing this and see where it takes us. I have something on my mind and I'm gonna blow the whistle right now. I'm gonna close my eyes, blow the whistle, and I'm asking my higher self to let me deliver this message to you, to myself, to my higher self, everything. I want to hear the message as well, so that's where I'm at right now. So I'm going to blow in this whistle. I'm going to breathe in 4, hold it, then I'll whistle out, okay? So let's start. I like to do it beforehand. And also when I am kind of like swaying, I am actually allowing my body to move. I'm surrendering into the movement, or I'm not resisting where I'm going with it, okay? So I think that that's such a great thing to do for ourselves, because oftentimes we are living in a state of true resistance and we're not allowing anything we're not allowing for the good things to come to us because we're resisting everything. And oftentimes when we're resisting something, it's because it's something that we need to learn. So think about that while I blow this whistle, and I hope my message comes out that we need to hear today. Okay. Whoa, I felt something there. I wonder if you did as well. So today I woke up and I was thinking about my cousin Crystal, and she was beautiful, beyond beautiful. She was my confidant. She was one of my best friends, and she went through a terrible battle with scleroderma, but she fought it like a champ. She was just like, she was like cheering me on while she was sick, you know, because I was going through shit too. We all are going through stuff, and it was, we were both going through some stuff, and we helped each other through those things. And I'm so thankful for that. And I always think about, you know, when she was little and when I first met her and how it felt. It was so cool. It was so cool getting to know her. I was actually crying today because I was thinking about her, and all of a sudden I discovered her YouTube channel, and I knew she had put some videos up on YouTube, but she and I were having conversations through Marco Polo, so I didn't really watch her YouTube channel. I mostly just heard her stuff firsthand, you know, while we were talking. So I found her YouTube channel today, and I watched a few of her videos, and I just, an absolute sweet soul that, you know, struggled just like all of us do in life. But anyways, I just was thinking about how grateful I am that I was able to be in her life for her last 5 years of life. And I ended up adopting Gidget from her, and, you know, Gidget the pug became one of our links towards each other. We would be on Marco Polo, and, you know, we'd get emotional, or I would get emotional especially, and then I would go, wait a minute, let me show you something, and I would show her, Gidget. It was just we just had a fun time together. And I was thinking today how much I really would like to have her here with me and back in our lives and stuff. But then I started to realize that she is in our life. She is right now in our lives. And feeling her today had me looking at her YouTube channel and also looking at the videos that she would save, like recipes and making naan bread and enchiladas and all the things that she really just loved. And you can go to that YouTube channel and just see how much she loved her life, loved living life and loved her children. So today when I was talking to my daughter, I was like, yeah, Crystal is really around me today, and I feel her very deeply. And I was crying in the shower. I was listening to some songs. She had Christina Aguilera, I Am Beautiful, on one of her as a playlist. She had it 2 times. And I listened to the song really loud, and I was singing, and I was crying, of course. But it's too bad that, we lose people when they're so young. So maybe this is like a plea, for people. Stick around, and, if my cousin could go through what she went through and come out of it with a smile, then we can all do that too. And I always think that's a wonderful way to honor her and stuff. But yeah, I wanted to say I was thinking of her. And I always want to like put stories about her when we were little for her grandchildren. She has 2 beautiful grandsons. And I always think about, what can I talk about? Like, there's so many deep things that happened with us when we were little that she was always what I loved. And I thought was funny, because I always thought Crystal was the cutest thing on earth, and I wanted to be more like her, but she was always wanting to be like me. And so she would, if I was going to be Madonna for Halloween, she would have to be like a little mini Madonna. And like, if she was just a freaking neat, funny kid, a perfect cousin for someone like me too, because she and I were so in tune with each other too. We could not see each other for a long time, and then all of a sudden we'd see each other, and it would be like we're normal again. Hey, we're back in the realm of things. But yeah, like when I first started to smoke cigarettes, this was a long time ago. I didn't smoke for long. I was young, and I found some cigarettes in my mom's room. I don't even know why she had them, but they were broken. And I don't know why I did this, but I'm gonna just say it. I put a red lipstick on. I was young. I was like 14 or 15. So I put red lipstick on, and I go stand in the backyard. And we were in a apartment complex. So the backyard was basically just a slab of cement, and then my mom's window was upstairs, so she could look down if she was at home. So I thought she was sleeping, so I went and I had the cigarette, and I had it like, I'll use this pin kind of like as a cigarette. So I had the cigarette in my mouth, and I was putting the filter, like, because it was broken, I was putting them like together so that I could have the full cigarette. I know that's dumb as heck. I should have just smoked the part that didn't have the filter, but I wanted to see what it was like to have like a full ciggy, right? So I took a puff of it, or I tried to light it, and it didn't even happen. My mom's like, "What are you doing, Erica?" And I was like, immediately I dropped the broken cigarette, and so I had to try again. So the next time I tried, Crystal was around, and she's like, "Ricky, can I have a little puffy puff?" And I was like, "What? A puffy puff of what?" And she goes, a cigarette. And I was like, "I don't smoke cigarettes." And she goes, "Oh," because she heard my mom tell my aunt about it. And she goes, "Oh, I thought you did." And I said, "Oh, well, you know what? I know where one is. I can try, we can try it." So we went around, and it was another broken one. So my mom had a lot of broken cigarettes for some reason, and she did not smoke. That's a mystery yet to be solved then. So what we did was we went around the corner. There was like a laundromat, like a community laundromat. We went around the corner, and I tried to smoke it again. She smoked it a little bit. We hated it. So that was the end of that. But, you know, it's just a cute little fun, we had a fun relationship. We were like sisters. As we got older, we would always be like, oh, how are we gonna, talking about losing weight and stuff like that, which is, you know, what kids do and these days, or back then mostly. What diet are you on? That was like a thing. What exercise program are you doing? All that kind of stuff. So I was telling Crystal, I said, oh, Crystal, just drink coffee if you want to lose weight, because I had lost some weight. And she was like, oh, Ricky, you look so good. I want to lose some weight. I said, just start drinking coffee. And she's like, I hate coffee so much. And she was like, oh, I don't think I could ever do that. And so one day she calls me. She goes, Ricky. I said, what? She goes, guess what? I said, what? She goes, I like coffee now. I said, you do? I said, oh, that's great. And she goes, here's what I do. I put a scoop of Haagen-Dazs ice cream in a cup, and then I pour the coffee over it. So yeah, it's amazing. So I just thought that was hilarious, because, you know, it's like trying to be a weight loss. You get it. But she was just too funny. And then for a while there, we were able to go out, and she was of age, and she was able to go with me and my husband to shows and to hang out with our friends. So a lot of my friends actually knew Crystal and loved her as well. And, you know, they have experiences with her. And I think that's awesome. I'm so glad that my friends know of my beautiful cousin. That's very important to me. So anyways, I don't know. I hate when I'm crying like this. It's hard to get out of that, you know, because I know that they don't want us to be crying. They want us to be happy. I was going to tell another story, but I just started thinking about how, you know, thinking about myself, how sorry I am that Crystal's not here, you know, for a lot of reasons, of course, but that's a big one. So I don't want to end this on a bad note. I don't want to end it on a sad note. I want to end it on a happy note. And it's 12 minutes in at this time. This might be a rough draft video, or I might post it just because it's what it is. I had so much to say. When I was downstairs, I was just going a mile a minute with Taylor, talking about this, talking about that, talking about everything. And now I'm up here and I'm like that frog. Hello, my darling. Hello, my honey. Da, 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 da. And then all of a sudden, when the guy's like, here's my frog that can sing, and I'm going to make millions of dollars off of him. Ribbit. It's like, what the hell? And that was dumb, and I'll probably regret saying that. But it's what it is. It's what it is. We're in 5D, you guys. A lot of us are. That's why things are funny. But things are also sad. So you're sad, and then you get in your 5D and you're happy. You're sad, and then you're happy. And you'll feel it. You will feel yourself start to go in and out of that 5D mode. You'll be transferring from 5D to 3D. And you will keep doing it. Until sometimes you're mostly on 5D, and then 3D starts to try to pull you back. But you're like, I don't think that you're going to be able to do that at this time, because I am knowing what 5D feels like, and it feels like heaven. So I'm going to stay right here. That's why oftentimes when I'm able to tell a story, I laugh about it or I smile about it, because those are my things that I wanted to learn when I came here. So the fact that I know I'm learning them means I'm on the right track, and that's a wonderful feeling to have, because you want to be on the right track. You want to go down that pathway, because that way you're going to be less resistant to things that you don't want to be. You want to be more surrendering to. Oh, that's what I wanted to say. You know The Wizard of Oz, the iconic movie? Well, you know there's a part in it where the Wicked Witch of the West says, writes with her broom or somehow with some magical potion, surrender Dorothy. And I don't know if you guys did this, but when I watched that movie, that particular part always had me thinking something, right? And now I realize what it is I was thinking, because you know, the story has everything you could imagine. It's life lessons 100%. The Tin Man didn't have a heart, right? But he always had a heart. I mean, he still had feelings, so obviously he had a heart, right? He didn't have a ticker, but he had one. The feeling was there, he had it. He had it the whole time, but somebody had to tell him he had it and give him a medal to show that he had the heart medal. So, and then Dorothy, what she had to do, she had to click her heels, and no place like home. So when she said surrender Dorothy, we thought, and the characters thought, that meant, oh, surrender Dorothy. That means that the witch wants to kill Dorothy, wants to take Dorothy, wants to be given Dorothy for their freedom. But I think that now that I'm looking about it today, that it is actually surrender Dorothy is surrender Dorothy, surrender Erica, surrender everybody that's watching, surrender, and then you will find your way home. Surrender into it, let go of it. It's almost like the Olympics game where we're almost in a competition now at this time to see who's going to let go first. Politics, division. Religion, division. You make this much money, I make this little amount of money. Division. Everything is division, 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 division. We keep dividing. But what I want to do is, you're seeing the division, but let's have, okay, wait a minute. Let's look at this stuff as a layer of something. You know many people, and you know many people that don't have the same exact view of you, such as your family, who you love, or your friends, who you also love, but they might have a different sort of opinion than you have. Can you live in harmony with them? Can you do it? Can you be that? That's the 5D way. So if you can live in harmony with other people who don't have your views and opinions, then you can live in harmony, and also have less suffering, because that's the whole point. We're here to be joyful. We're here to let go. We're here to surrender to this life. This is your ego. Your ego is your person. Around you is your soul and your higher self and your guides and all those people that are actually loving you more than you can even imagine. But you yourself are self-degrading. You can't be that way. You have to love yourself, love it, and let the ego go. Let the ego go. Let the ego go. I mean, come on, just let that ego go. I know it's hard to do. I mean, I'm not saying, oh, let that ego go. You can do it. The reason why ego drops when you start to pass as you get older is because no longer is your ego guiding you. You're now being guided by your soul. And your soul is like in a fast forward track to your soul purpose. So you are really wanting to know all about your soul purpose. And so your ego is gone. You're more interested in experiences and even meeting people and all that stuff. I mean, we could go into the whole entire realm of things. I mean, that is just the way it is. And is it a matrix? Isn't it a matrix? It's about figuring something out. It's not a physical place. I mean, it's a physical place, but I'm saying it's about figuring it out in the now. Right here, right now. I don't look at it as a like the Eternals or anything like that. I don't look at it like a movie like that. I look at movies and I'm seeing the hidden meanings, such as Wizard of Oz. So you're looking at the movie, you're seeing the hidden meaning behind it, which is the monsters are us, and we have to accept that that's us. We are a monster inside of us, and so we are also a good monster, monster and a bad monster. That's the ego. And then we have the soul encasing us, and we're trying to show our soul selves. That's what I'm trying to do right here with this channel. Show our soul selves and love Mother Earth as a being. Mother Earth is one of us, is a being, is an individual, the universe is an individual. We are all one individual. All of us are one individual. That's it. We're one individual. That's all it is. And it just keeps going. And that's the alchemy. I used to think that alchemy was like, oh, we're going to have a rose petal, we're going to have some lavender, we're going to have a rock, we're going to do this, we're going to have some floor sweep. It is not all that. That alchemy is what we're doing right now with healing, going into the past, the present, and the future. In the here and now, that is the alchemy of everything. And you don't need any special tools to enjoy that alchemy. You don't need any special tools to enjoy your loved ones that have gone before you. That's not crazy. You are still a rational person. You're still living on this planet. You're still an ego. And sometimes you're going to have some issues, but but the further you move into 5D, the least amount of issues you're going to have, the least amount of suffering you're going to have, because our suffering is oftentimes, what do people think of me? What does everybody think of me? Who thinks of me? Who cares? It doesn't matter who thinks of you. All that matters is what you think of you. And if you love yourself, you're in yourself. If you know yourself, you know yourself. No one can tell you anything about yourself that you don't know. So I think that's going to be it. That's 22 minutes, and I think that is all I have to say today. And I hope that this reaches you in a good way. And I'm going to actually write some stuff down, and I'm going to share past experiences of the supernatural kind, because I think that's so important. And also it kind of helps me, just like that Elvis song that I talked about was a distraction from my mom and grandma fighting, and it dispersed the fight, and it was so exciting for me. Those things have happened, and that was when I did that. I mean, I didn't do that, but when that happened, I used that defense throughout my life. I'll give you one more example before I end this video. I was working in the lunch lady system, and I actually loved being a lunch lady. The kids were great. Everything was great. The workers were great for the most part. So, I mean, if you're watching and you worked with me, I did love working with you. The quirks aside, I just loved everything about it. But, so where was I going with that? Oh geez. Okay. Oh, that's what it was. I was with one of my workmates, and she has since passed, and God rest her soul. She was a real interesting woman, and I worked with her, and she was also, as far as politically correct goes, she was not the kindest of people. Let's just put it that way. So she was saying something terrible, and earlier, because I got there early because the boss was out and I was having to be the boss for the day. So I got there early, and I was, jamming through my day, and all of a sudden one of the campus supervisors came in, and she goes, "Hey, Erica, I just wanted to let you know that there's donuts in the break room." And I said, "Oh, well, I don't eat donuts, but thanks for letting me know." And that was early in the morning, so we went through breakfast and everything. And then finally my workmate comes in, and she starts talking. And I said, and I'm like, oh man, she's going to be talking about this. And, I don't agree, but as many times as I've said, I don't agree with this that you're saying, they still talk to me in the same way. Go figure, it's probably because of the color of my skin, but I think that's really sad. That's fucking sad. So anyways, she was talking her talk, and I was like, you know, I don't agree. And I was thinking, oh my God, she's going to start to get you know, she might start getting heated, and I don't want to do this at work. So I was like, what can I do? And I was like, hey, donuts are in the break room. She was like, what? And she immediately stopped talking, and she went and got that damn donut. She came back with some powdered sugar on her motherfucking face, and I was so happy. I was like, once again, that never fails me. Put a little distraction there, and you can get people to stop doing terrible things. Or you can get them to stop, yeah, I think you can get them to stop doing terrible things with some distractions. So I don't think they're all bad. Catch me, no, I would say no, distractions aren't bad at all. I love them. Love them, love them, love them. Love is the highest of all virtues. And that's the last thing I'm going to leave you with today. And I hope that you have a great weekend. Enjoy each other, and remember, you are everything that you are is right now. You are fit. You are rich. You are healthy. You are sitting comfortably in your home or outside in the outdoor area, and you're sitting comfortably and you're breathing in air. You're breathing in life. You're seeing birds. You're hearing them sing. You're feeling the grass. You're feeling the rocks. You're hearing. You're seeing dogs run around with their owner, or you're seeing just so many good things happen. You're hearing kids play outside. You're hearing them laugh. Even if you're hearing like a loud car, you could say, you could look at it two different ways. You can look at it a 3D way. Oh, that son of a bitch with his loud car. Fuck you. Or you can look at the 5D way. Oh, that guy's enjoying his life with his car. And it does sound like it's popping poop out, but hey, he likes it. So why not? I love that he's having a good time. Good for you, dude. I love it. That's it. And that's all I got to say today. Have a great day. Be kind to each other, please. We're all going through some stuff.